Hi Stampers! Today I'm going to show you this technique of the background, and I'm calling it Inked Embossing Folder. This card is a copy of another demonstrator's card. I will get the name and post that later. So let's get started. First thing we need to do is take a piece of Emerald Envy, and we're using this leaf embossing folder, and it's one of the dynamic ones, so it's real thick, and we will be putting ink on the deboss side. So there's a bumpy side and then a side that the impressions go in, and that's the side we're going to be inking up. You can also know that that's the side with the Stampin' Up and the Sizzix logos. There are two kinds of, well, there's a couple kinds of inks out there that we carry, and we're going to use the Memento ink because it's water-based. We also have an archival ink. I do not recommend using that on the embossing folder because it will stain it. This has got a felt pad. It's a felt pad. So if this were the foam pads, you would go like this and stamp it like that, but because this is felt, you can actually just rub this on. And you can see that the leaves will not be inked up because there's no ink there. I'm going to put that in the folder, close it up, bring out our big shot, and this one has, this is just our regular platform, not the magnetic one. We're using the, again, the dynamic folder. It's real thick. Putting the crease side toward the rollers, and then our top plate. And we'll run it through. And then that's how we get our image. Isn't that cool? And that's okay if it missed a little bit. It won't hurt it at all. It won't hurt the design at all. So then the next step, don't want to get ink all over everything. The next step is to put the card together, and this is just a normal black 8.5 by 5.5 piece of cardstock. We're going to add a white layer, and I'm just going to use the glue here. Pretty quick card, but the effect of the leaves is really neat. I'm going to put the next layer on, which is our emerald embossed one that we just did. Okay, so I'm using one of the celebration stamp sets called Party Pandas, and I'm using this panda bear, and I cut it out. Actually, I used my brother's scan and cut, but you could fussy cut it, and you'll eliminate the string and the balloon. So I stamped it and I cut it out. I put some small dimensionals, the mini dimensionals, on the back. Take that off. Just stick them on there, kind of on an angle. The next thing I did was use the tree builder punch, and there's a little flower in here right there, and I punched, I don't know if you can see it, there we go, and I punched 7 of them in white paper or white cardstock. So I have them all punched already, and one of them I put a dimensional on, and that goes by his hand, and then the other ones I stuck onto my roll of glue dots. And you just take them off and randomly put them on your card. Should be one more. There we go. Just saves a lot of time when you're building your card to put the piece of whatever you want to stick right onto the dot itself. Okay, next I'm taking a crushed curry marker, the fat end, or the brush end, And I'm just drawing some circles. Onto the flowers, makes them look like real flowers now. And then I'm taking the sentiment, it's Happy Birthday from the set, the same Panda set, and I'm stamping it on some white. And I'm using the label punch. Okay, there we go. And we're just going to punch it out, and I'm putting it toward the left a little bit, more on the left of the banner than the right. I'll show you why in a minute. Then I'm cutting off this, it's actually the right side, but I'm cutting from the left because I'm left-handed. I'm not a good cutter. There we go. And then I'll just attach this with some dimensionals. And it seems like a lot of dimensionals on this little piece, but if you don't put one in the center, it tends to like create a little divot. So I'm putting 3 on there. And we'll put it right there. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.